Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to learn last two steps, that is opening partner's capital account and opening new balance sheet. Now there are two ways directly we can open partner's capital account as well as new balance sheet, and another way in details each and every step we can show. But for better understanding, we are considering like each and every steps, like starting from first step, that is calculation of NR, SR, GR. There is first step, calculation of SR and GR. That one also will show here. Next, that is valuation of goodwill, treatment of goodwill, opening revaluation account, adjustment entry for unaltered value of assets and liability. So here in this sum, as we want to open revaluation account, so this one not required either revaluation ledger or adjustment entry. Any one will ask here in this problem. Therefore, we are opening revaluation, not required this adjustment entry. Opening partners capital account and opening new balance sheets. So ultimately, there will full 8 marks problem in this cases, like up to step 8. But each and every sum, all the step may not required here. More information may can provide here. Like here, let's see the problem, what type of information provided and what we have to find out. Suppose A and B are partners. Their profit sharing ratio 2:1, that is old profit sharing ratio. Now that is their financial position: cash in hand, cash at bank, debtors, stock, plant, building. This is on the asset side, and total asset 4 lakhs. Exactly on the liability side, bills payable 10,000, creditors 58,000, outstanding expenses 2,000, and their capital 3,30,000. Total 4 lakh. So this is the question on the old balance sheet provided before admission. That was the financial position of both the partner. Now under such situation, on new partner C, want to take admission. Now on terms and condition that the incoming partner, that is Mr. C, has to bring 1 lakh rupees as his capital and 60,000 as his share of goodwill. So here his share of goodwill 60,000. If we want to find out total amount of goodwill of the firm, he is getting 1/4 share. 1/4 purposes 60. Therefore, 1 purposes it will be 60 into 4, 2,40,000 goodwill. So in this case is step 2, like valuation of goodwill not required, as well as step 1 also not required. Why is step 1 not required? Now here old ratio provided and not new separately mentioned, or indirect information are not there. The incoming partner entered and he acquired this share from A, that share from B. That way no information is there. Therefore, the old ratio, it will come as a signifying ratio. That is one rule. So therefore, step 1 is step 2 not required in this sum. When old ratio only provided, separate new ratio not provided, that time no need to calculate separately SR or GR. So here in this case is only old ratio provided. Therefore, we are not going to calculate separately SR as well as GR. Here over it will be as a SR. Remember this point. Now after that, other term and condition that like plant is to be appreciated to rupees 1,20,000. When it is provided that revalued to or revalued at, that time you have to compare with the book value. Like here it is agreed value coming 1,20,000. Now what was the book value is there. Now if you want to see the book value here, 1 lakh. So if we compare, it is increased by 20,000. We have to make the difference when it is revalued to or revalued at provided. And if it is provided revalued by that time the net amount increase or decrease provided. So here in this case is like revalued to by appreciated to 1,20,000. So present value coming 1,20,000, that is called agreed value, and book value 1 lakh, so 20,000 increases. Exactly building value 10%, so we'll calculate the 10% on the book value. If you want to see the book value, here is the book value 1,50,000 book value is there. Thereupon 10% means 15,000 increases. So like that way we can find out the net changes here. Now next point, at the time of admission, stock was shown overvalued, means auditor said the stock which was considered in the book, that was not real value, 4,000 more value has shown. So we have to take actual value, therefore 4,000 value we have to decrease. So here in case of revaluation account, revaluation to stock account 4,000 you have to make. Exactly same way, like data are not good, all the data 5% are doubt, so provision required. So 5% provision, so data amount into 5%, so that will be the provision for doubtful debt. Exactly one liability, that is creditors were unrecorded to the extent of ₹1,000. So how much creditors shown? 58,000 shown. That was not correct. It would be 1,000 more, means ultimately liability increases. So when liability increase, revaluation account debit to liability, means to creditors. So like that way we can pass the journal entry. Let's see the journal entries. First journal entry related to primary journal entry related to new partners capital as well as goodwill. So new partner Mr. C brought total 1,60,000. Total 1,60,000. Out of that, 1 lakh separately mention his capital and 60,000 for his share of goodwill. So therefore bank account debit, bank balance increases. When it is partnership business, that time generally check is used, so it is better to write bank account. And to capital, that is his capital increases, and 60,000 he paid his goodwill. Now when like new partner able to bring his share of goodwill money, generally we are using premium method, and premium method first 2 entry required. One, like when he contribute goodwill amount, that time one entry bank to PGW, another entry it will be second entry transferring entry, like all partners will enjoy that amount of goodwill. So therefore second entry premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital to B's capital. It is under old ratio as well as sacrificing ratio. I already told here over it will become as ASR. If you want to verify, you can calculate separately that coming or not, like over as ASR. So here the total goodwill which paid by the new partner we distributed among the sacrificing partner as well as the old partner A and B. So this is the primary entry related to incoming partners contribution. Now after that, changes take place at the time of admission. It's like two asset value increases to one is plant 20,000 increases, plant account debit 20,000, as well as building account also value increases 15,000, 10% of 1,50,000. So these two are debit to revaluation like credit 35,000. Exactly like more changes take place here. Stock value which was shown over value, we have to decrease it. So therefore revaluation account debit to stock here 4,000. Provision for doubtful debt, it is a current liability increases, so therefore revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt account 3,000. Now after that, revaluation account debit to creditors, creditor it was unrecorded, 1,000 more we have to consider because we have to pay creditor are claiming at the time of admission. So therefore it is a unrecorded liability and we are considering that. So revaluation account debit to stock value decreases, provision for doubtful debt it is created, current liability creditor increases. So like that way second changes related to assets and liabilities. Now after that, if you compare here, revaluation account debit side is 8,000, credit side is 35,000, 8,000 and 35,000. So 35 minus 8, 27,000 more credits means profit arises. So revaluation account debit to old partners capital. If profit or loss whatever arise at the time of admission, that should goes to old partners only. So we transfer here to A's capital and B's capital under new ratio. Now after that instruction is that like to open revaluation account with the help of journal entry, directly we can put to the ledger, revaluation ledger, buy side plan 20,000, building 15,000, two side stock decreases 4,000, provision for doubtful debt 3,000, cater 1,000, that was unrecorded cater. Now total of the credit side is coming 35,000 and total of the debit side here 8,000. Difference 27,000 is the profit on revaluation that was transferred to old partner A and B under old ratio. Now after that the new, that is partners capital account, and that is the second last of this problem, like partners capital. Then we will open the new balance sheet, though I have little bit idea from the second chapter, that is change in profit sharing ratio. Before starting that chapter, that time I told that we will get more similarity from the second chapter. Therefore we are did first change in profit sharing ratio, then we enter admission of a new partner, so it will be easy to learn. So here let's see partners capital account, same as like second chapter, second chapter partners capital account, like here it is debit side, here it is credit side. Now opening balance by balance BD, that already provided in the old balance sheet. A's capital was 1,80,000 and B's capital 1,50,000. That is the old partners capital. Opening capital positive balance, credit balance, therefore buy side. If it is negative, then we will write two side, but here most of the situation will get positive balance or credit balance. Now new partner contribution, as for his capital contribution by bank 1 lakh and C's column, C is a new partner, so by bank, actual entry bank account debit to C's capital, therefore reverse posting by bank. Now after that PGW, premium for goodwill account, PGW account debit to all partners capital, therefore here we are recording by PGW, A's column 40,000, B's column 20,000. Revaluation profit arises, there entry it was revaluation to partners capital, so it came as a buy side by revaluation 18,000, A's column 9,000, B's column. Now after that we have to balance this partners capital ledger. First A's column addition, it is coming 2,38,000, B's column addition it is coming 1,79,000, and C it is 1 lakh. Debit side no information is there. Sometime it may be like to profit and loss account, debit balance, to advertisement suspense, or to goodwill for elimination, like that type of entry if it is there. So that time we have to deduct and then you have to find out CD. In this cases no such type of information, therefore directly total amount we can write here 2,38,000, 1,79,000 and 1 lakh. That is the current balance of capital of A, B and C. Now we will come to our last step, that is our balance sheet, new balance sheet after admission of new partner. We can see like on the balance sheet, bills payable as it is, creditor 1,000 increases, 58 plus 1, 59. Outstanding expenses, it was from whole balance sheet figure. Now that is current balance of capital, A's capital, B's capital, C's capital, total 5,17,000 capital, combined capital of three partner. Exactly here cash in hand 10,000 as it is remain unchanged. Cash at bank it was changes. Old balance sheet figure 40,000 plus new partner contribution 1 lakh for his capital and 60,000 for his goodwill. So therefore 1,60,000 plus 40, 2 lakh cash at bank, that is present figure. We can show it in bracket here like 40 plus 1 lakh plus 60,000. Now other like changes of assets, like debtors value changes, like debtors value we have to consider new 57,000, stock value also 4,000 decreases, new figure 36, plant value increases, new figure 1,20,000, building value early it was 1,50,000, 15,000 increases, it is coming up 1,65,000. All these figure here which are changes, that changing figure we are taking here. Here also changing figure, these are all changing figure we are taking, and rest or remain unchanged at the time of admission, so that one we have taken unchanged. Now for better understanding purposes we consider one more problem, that is for self-try purposes. A and B are partner, here also 3:2 ratio, and separate like new ratio not provided in this question also, so no need to find out like SRGR, or it will become a SR. And in this cases, new partner bring only 15,000 as capital and 5,000 as a share of goodwill. If we want to find out total goodwill, 5,000 into 6, 30,000, it will forms goodwill. So here step 1, step 2 also not required. Treatment of goodwill, the same treatment of goodwill like here, bank to PGW to old partners capital under sacrificing ratio. After that, related to revaluation changing of assets and liability, like value of stock was reduced by here provided, so directly stock into 10% will take here. Here also plant and machinery, it is appreciated by means net amount we will consider the value into 10%, like that we can consider. Furniture value revalued at, here it is provided at, so book value and this value will compare when it is provided at or to, and we will compare that here furniture value revalued at rupees 9,000, whereas furniture value here furniture value 10,000, we can see here furniture value 10,000. So if we compare here, the net changes here 1,000 decreases here. So when it is provided revalued at or revalued to, that time we will make the comparison. Exactly same way, like provision for doubtful debt to be created to 5%. So debtors value into 5%. Rupees 200 is to be provided for electricity bill, that is outstanding expenses. It is considered as a expenses due, which is converted to the liability. So therefore, it is a increase of liability. Revaluation account debit to outstanding electric bill. Investment, it was unrecorded investment, so unrecorded asset we have to consider in investment account debit to revaluation. Ultimately, one asset increases. Creditor of rupees 100 is not likely to be claimed. So here one creditors, like he like not claiming his amount, ultimately no need to pay. So when liability no need to pay, that time liability amount decreases, so that and you have to pass creditor account debit to revaluation account. So like that way you can pass journal entry, revaluation account, partners capital, as well as new balance sheet. Let's try by yourself and I'll provide the solution, the attachment. Okay, thank you, that's all.